kind of quiet. So a few videos ago I talked about Tank, the monarch butterfly that patrolled our backyard. Why monarchs are not completely extinct, I have no idea. Because they lay their eggs on milkweed, which I said is a weed that you can buy at Lowe's next to the roses. But as soon as they lay their eggs, next thing you know, you've got aphids all over the place eating the eggs. So if they manage to make it from that stage to actually being a caterpillar, then you got flies attacking them, stinging them, trying to lay their eggs inside the body, which is really gross when you think about it. So if they manage to survive that stage, then they become a chrysalis and a butterfly. And then they live 2 to 6 weeks. That's it. It's crazy. So Tank made it the full 6 weeks, and he looked pretty bad at the end. Pieces of wing missing and so on. But he's now been replaced by Washington, who patrols the backyard all day long, back and forth. But we also have a new visitor, and this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. We have a hawk. And let me just show you a quick little thing of him in the bird bath. Oh, I can't believe I'm getting this. Weirdest thing I've ever seen, and he comes every day and does that in the bird bath. So, Toolbox that I showed, I didn't show a lot of the damage that was on that too. The two side pieces along the drawer, the very bottom was indeed pushed in, and the welds were fractured on the bottom. So it's still sitting over here waiting to go back. The guy emailed me back through eBay Saturday saying he was going to send the shipping information. Still haven't heard from him. Days later. For this video, I'm going to share another Amazon purchase, a vise, which is pretty cool. And then, what am I going to do? Oh, I've learned when you look at other videos of the, all of a sudden, a bunch of cars. You look at the videos of all the big machine shops and you see things like the covers on the ways and stuff. There's a reason for it. They've evolved and they've done it, so I've learned to pay attention to what it is. So I'm going to share a light bulb going off about drill bits. And then finally, I need a lot of these different projects and things, I need to be able to make a round on stuff. So primarily this video is I now have added that capability to the shop, so you'll get to see the jig that I made and how I'm going to make a round out of a piece of metal. Well, everybody's seen me use the 1-incher off of eBay. You've seen the 3-inch. I think, yeah, a bunch of people have actually bought it too. Order of magnitude different, let me tell you. Well, guess what? Just came from Amazon. Here's the 2-incher. Figured, what the heck? I think $45 or $49. Alright, let's still see. I wish there was something just a little bit bigger than this. Not this big. From 1 inch to 2 inches, still a ridiculous jump. Oh, well, maybe not. I don't know. That looks pretty interesting, guys. Wow. Was this HFS also? Yep, Hardware Factory Store. Taped shut. Alright, open this up nicely because I want to save the box to protect it. Oh, this is a pretty nice size. Very nice size. Oh, I should have been wearing my gloves. Oh, definitely oily. Wow. Okay. So, let me put my gloves on and clean this up. Zoom in a little bit. Hey, did it right. This is going to be a nice size. For some reason, I was picturing it being bigger than this when I was playing with the ruler. Oh, it's sealed. Alright. Rip, rip, rip. Oh, beautiful looking. Oh, just cherry. Throw that away. Wow. Ooh. This is the best finish I've ever seen on any of them. Wow. Wherever this came from, in China, somebody's really got a good brand new machine. Holy cow. And it moves, right? Oh, we got it locked down. Yeah. Why are you not moving? Because it's way locked down. There. It's still not moving. What's the problem? Wow, what is the problem? No way. Come on. I can't push it down. There it goes. It's just locked into a hole somehow. Alright, so it's working. And it is slick. Wow. That is tight feeling. So, this is the best I've seen of anything. As far as grinding, wow, I love this. So, this is a definite keeper. So, here's the 1 inch, 2 inch, and if I can get it out of the box, whee, heavier than I'll get out, and 3 inches. I'll push him up in the camera view. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Yeah, actually, that's got a very nice finish on it too. That does. Very good. Whoever's making these things is doing a damn good job. Quick note. I've seen a lot of people who just flip their drill bits over. When you get them, it's the other way around. Nobody ever really says why. Now I know. I used to grab the sharp edge and it hurt. I got tired of getting cut up. Turn them all over, you can easily pick it up without getting hurt. So that's the reason for flipping them over. So I'm going to flip over all my sets. Alright, I need to add the capability of putting around on stuff. I was like piston rods, a bunch of different things that are popping up, and all I can do is square it and chamfer it. So I've seen things where people just put on a mini pallet a pin and they manually hold it with the end mill right here running. But that scares me to death, because if that catches or something, bam, boy, the damage to the part, your hand, and the end mill, and maybe even the mill, is going to be phenomenal. So my original thought was, and I started making it, and then I realized I'm wasting material. 5/8 doesn't go in there. It's 2/1000 too big. So I was figuring, alright, I'll just take a nice piece of 5/8 and I'll machine down the pin part for the go on there, and then I'll machine this to just fit in there. And then I can use the pin part also to find the center of the table. Because I usually use the edge finder and I try to sneak it down in here and find the center. And then I realized, you know, I'm not going to be able to make this nice. So I pulled it out. I need to go the next size up, and what I'm going to do, I guess I can use this as an example. Well, I want to go all the way down in there. That's quite a bit too. So probably about that long or so. Get a larger piece. I know the gauge pin that just fits this. I know the exact size. Machine another piece so that it goes in there. And yeah, I do need it to come up flush to the surface. So it has to go all the way down and hit that bar on the bottom. Then just flatten out the edge. And then I was thinking, any drill, because if I did this, I'd have to keep the drill bit so that I knew exactly the size of hole. Actually, I think I still have to do it. So let me just continue on. I'm thinking I'll just drill a small hole, and then I'll drill a bigger. So it's like 2 stages, and I've got all the gauge pins. So I can drop a larger gauge pin in there when I want to find the center of the table, and then drop a small gauge pin in there for doing the actual rounding, because then I can drop, once the table is centered, I can drop this on there and then clamp it down and then just do the rotary action in X and Y or whatever to get the rounded part. But I guess I will have to keep the drill bit that does the smaller hole, because I want the gauge pin to fit that guy tight, and I want the gauge pin to fit this. So there will be one drill bit that I've got to put in a drawer as a golden bit, because everybody knows, you know, you caliper these things and they're all different sizes. So, you know, you drill a hole with this one and it's going to be different than drilling a hole, same size drill bit, but in a hole with another bit. So let me just do this. This is just, I don't know. I had one that fit in there and I thought this was it, but it's not. It doesn't fit anything. So I had something to drop down in there to give me the centering. It's long lost, gone, something. So let me turn this part and drill it, and then bring you back. Hard place to get a camera. Turn that light off. Yeah, better. Alright, so this part's done, and I'm about a half a thou oversized. So hopefully, I wish I could get the thing up here to see that it fits. So I was thinking about nesting it, you know. I could drill a small hole in there for a gauge pin for attaching or setting this guy in, and then drill a bigger one on top of that for a larger gauge pin for centering the table. But then I'm thinking, you know, just KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So, KISS method. Let's do this here. Why is that moving? Oh, because it's not slammed in there. That's why it's not moving. Or is moving. Alright. And yes, I know I'm using the wrong thing for the center hole. Supposed to use a spotting drill. But okay, so coming in there, really dark for me. Overhead lights help. Yeah, I think that's blinding it for you guys, but I'll just play in the dark. Alright, that should be good enough, right? Yeah. Alright, back this guy up. Oh, actually, I want to leave it on 1/2 inch. There. I'm looking at the quill numbers here. Chucky. Alright, that goes back in the drawer. Stub length. So I'm going to do undersized here, and then go in with an end mill, 1/8 inch end mill for a perfect size hole. This is the drill bit that's just under 1/8. And boy, this is going to be fun to go in that far with shavings and stuff. And I'm saving every bit of swarf here, because when I get this furnace done, I'm going to melt down a ton of scrap aluminum. So I've got a box next to me here on the floor. It's getting loaded with it. Because this is a lot of material right now I'm moving. It'll get melted back down into something. Doing pretty good here. It's not clogging up. Nice thing is, you know, you got a good drill bit when you see chips come off of both flutes on a drill bit. That's pretty far in. Yeah, that's further than, oh boy. End mill's not going to go in that far. Ooh. I wonder if I should just drill it with the 1/8 and say that's it. Probably. Let me see what that hole looks like. That's a pretty darn clean hole right there. Alright, I'm going to drill it with an eighth rather than an end mill, because this guy isn't going to go in very far. So I don't have anybody longer than that. And yep, nope, nobody. Alright, what did I do with the chuck key? There we go, losing stuff again. Oh, here it is. So clean that up, go get the eighth out of here. Get him in there, and that should give me a nice clean hole. And chamfer the guy, take it out finally, see, hopefully it fits perfect in the rotary table. There it goes there. Beautiful. Alright, should I chamfer it by hand or with this? What the heck, let me do it with the chuck. So, what do I want to use? 45? Yeah, I guess 45. Alright, bring it over here. I'm going to need to turn the light on because I need to see how deep I'm going. Oh, nice. Okay, done with that. So it's time to pull it out, go over to the bench, cross my fingers, and see how it fits in the rotary table. Well, here goes nothing. Please fit perfect. Look at that, jeez. And that's a 1/2,000 oversized. Oof. Can barely feel any movement, so I got it right. Alright, it's time to just part it off. That's interesting, that should have bottomed out. And it's not. How far off am I? I am right on it. Right on it. Jeez. Alright, so when I part it, I gotta part it back in here. And then clean that up. Looks like, because I used the contrary cutter to get this tight a finish on it. Nice finish and tight fit. Contrary cutter is really nice. I love that tool. That's one of the best tools I've made. Okay, so yeah, actually this is going to be the bottom because that's the hole for the gauge pin. And if I get a 1/8 gauge pin, bring the whole set over here. You guys have never seen it made because you can't read the numbers on the other cheap ones. So what? I want 125. Where are you? There's 125. Tight. Very tight fit. See? 124. Oof. That is like perfect. It does. Yeah, there's a little bit of movement in it. It looks pretty good down in there. Let me try 125 again. There's nothing in there, right? 125. Oof, yep, it goes in. There was dirt. So this is right on it. Nice drill bit. And there is a little bit of slop. 126 go in there? No, it isn't gonna do it. So, 1/8 hole. Alright, I just gotta part it off, clean up this bottom piece, and then it'll drop in. And then I can try doing around here. Yeah, I just want to show this. I love the wind bandsaw. Clean cuts, done in like 10 seconds, very little wastes, because I'll just put this in the lathe and just turn it right off. But beautiful. Not too bad for setting it up. Drops right on there beautifully. So, 1/8 inch gauge pin, this guy goes on there. It's crooked there, it's down flat. Just basically put a parallel here, hold everything together, swing it until this gap looks right. Right there. My plastic guys that I told about, because this slides really easy. But just put the plastic on there, slide one of these guys in there. I just want to clamp an edge of it there. Can I hold it? Yeah, I can get it down there good without moving, and then just do a visual afterwards. Good, that's tight. This guy should drop right in there too. Yep, so a lot safer, I think, to do than holding it by hand and rotating. That's it. Oh, and then I can just get the gauge pin out. But I can center the table while, because that is so tight. Put this in an 1/8 inch collet and just move until I can drop down on it, and then I know, boom. I'm on center with the table, and put the end mill in there and start milling it. Well, it didn't take very long to get it on there. It goes right in. So I'm on center and ready to get the cutter in there. Okay, that's locked, so undo this. Can I get the gauge pin out? Yep. I'll put that back in with the set. There you go. Need a 1/2 inch collet. Oh, I gotta zero out the DROs before I forget. 0 and 0. Up, off, off. Save the batteries. So, do I want to use the big 1/2 incher or what? Where is it? 1/2 inch. Yeah, I'll be able to clear everything. So 1/2 inch collet. And get him in there. Oh, I'm gonna back this out. So they're zeroed out. So I can come way out to clear. See, this is why I want more vertical. I've got maybe a 1/4 inch more. I can go higher. But I'm gonna tighten that guy down. Okay, so what do I want to do? I guess you just take it down and lock it to a height where it's not eating into my table, locked. And I want to angle it for the tip and then go in. Alright, well, let's give it some power here. Oh, I haven't tightened down those nuts yet. Wow. That would have gone flying. Wrench, where are you? Alright, tighten that guy up. Whoop, wrong size. Wrong size. That should fit it. Alright, yep. Okay, that one's tight. That one's pretty darn loose. Oh, because he's been in the plastic. I need to move him over further. There. Yep, that's on top of it now. There, that's getting tight. That's getting tight. Alright, so he's not going to move. Good. Alright, now give him some speed. Not sure what you guys can see. Flip the camera around. Oh, the handle's right in the way. Great. Alright, what can I do? Is that better? Yeah, I think you can sort of see it. Change the lighting a little. Alright, well, this is going to be concept here. Take it in. There we go. And then that should just clip the other side the same amount, right? No, it got it. Yep, it is. Go in further. Alright, well, I'm just going back and forth a bunch here. And I guess I'll bring you back when it gets real close. Came up on that final really fast. So, climb milling. I want to go, I'm turning that way. Okay. So, about to make the final cut here. So, I think I'm supposed to come up on 45 to do the end. Yeah, that's 45 right there. And I can hear it just starting again. There's the final pass. Come up on the other 45 and that's it. I actually could go in and make kind of like a bone effect. Let you see a bunch of things that. Alright, where's the other 45 coming up? Okay, a little bit more. And there it is. So that should be it. And I want to pull it this way. Okay, yeah. Alright, well, let's loosen it up and see what it looks like. Wrong side. That out of there. And there it is. Rounded. You can always, yeah, I went in a little bit, but I can always fly cut or something. Oh, this one blended perfectly. So it must have been off slightly. But that is nice. Very nice. Alright, so that's it.